check that. We're on Mike 52 right here.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
4 down, 4 down. 87's getting the ball. 87's getting the ball. Let's go. Mike 52.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 80 weapon.
On 3rd down, Jackson got his target, Samuel. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. For Lamar Jackson, his first NFL start came against the Cincinnati Bengals November 18th in Baltimore of last year. And he threw for 150 yards, ran for 119 more as the Ravens won 24-21 to kick off what became a 6-1 final stretch that got him the AFC North title. On 2nd and 12, Jackson looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Here's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Nigel Bradham brings him down. Play action. Now Jackson.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me. Watch that equipment. No. Check that. What, Mike 52?
Here's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Next to score, Ravens 7, Bengals nothing. Austin Seibert.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
I'm here all day. Shoot. Hey.
On 2nd down, Peterson. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Brady
now on 1st down. It's complete to Fuller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't begin.
Now Brady. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Been a long day for you.
Jackson now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Jackson on 3rd down, and that will be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Brady. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 25. and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Ravens 14, Bengals 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They start the drive with Peterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm here all day.
Here's Brady to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lucky. Check. Hey, ball 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Crunch time, defense.
Now a play fake. Brady. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
I can't believe they even let you play. Shift.
Throwing now is Brady. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Corey Davis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And this is Shepard on the catch. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and 9, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Brady going to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. Completes it to Davis. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Wait, 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Get wide.
To throw, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
To throw is Brady. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They come up in an offset eye. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper as his guys are able to regain the lead. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Brady. Finding Fouts complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Wait, set. Ground 80. Ground 80. Check Mike. Check Mike. Hey, 66. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. 28.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. again, it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to air one out. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Go, go, go. Switch. Check 15, check 15.
From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Brady now to throw. He's got Fuller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Wait, 10, wait, 20. Mike 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Alabama.
They run again on 1st down. Peterson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go up. No, 66.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Jacket, reload. You can choose the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Wait for the end.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First down, Ravens.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike. Get that quarterback. And on. Jim. Anyone.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Shadow! Mike 52, Mike 52. Rip left, rip left.
Now Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is taken at about the 14. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Jackson from the shotgun. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Bengals 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
At the 38-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Samson Abukum in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Strip that ball. Go. 52, Mike, 52. Let's go, dude. Hey, 66.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
72.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Trey Flowers in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Here we go.
Down to Inigos Jackson, and that should seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Baltimore, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.